Hey, it's Roy Richardson, your friendly neighborhood tech troublemaker, and tonight, whoa, we're gonna do a live Q&A. I've got a list of questions that people have sent in to me, and some that I put together as well. And then hopefully, there's just gonna be some amazing questions out there in the comments. And so just let's go out and see who's out there, because already there appears to be a crowd. And right off the bat, I have to turn myself off. Isn't that crazy? Gotta turn your own self off. That's how life goes sometimes. All right, let's see. What is the, whoa, that's really small. Let's make that bigger. What's the best video editor software? The software that you have, whatever it is, whatever you have, whatever you can afford, that's the best. I am a big fan of Final Cut Pro. I've just seen people editing with it, and I started collecting plugins for it to kind of give me some functionality when I'm editing to make life easier. And I do like it. I have played with DaVinci Resolve. I used to use Windows Movie Maker in the early days. I have used iMovie. I've done like DVD compilations using iMovie, and there was like an iDVD program that came with the Mac, and so I did that for a while. Open Q&A, nice. Yeah, we'll just see. Let's see. I just shot my latest video in 2.7K so I could zoom in without losing resolution on a 1080 final video. The files are huge. Is this worth the file management hassle? Yes, it is. Perhaps. It depends. What are you going to do with it? So if you're going to do like recorded videos with it, then it comes in really handy because of the magic of pattern disruption. So pattern disruption is changing something on the screen so that, people say, oh, hey, hey, look, there I am, or there I am. Just something to do kind of a pattern disruption so that, oh, something changed on the screen. Let me pay attention. And there's this 8-second rule that I've heard other creators spout off. You need to change something on the screen like every 8 seconds, and that's why I do a lot of scenes and change things out. And so I'll just try to find different things to use. Let's see, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Wait, never mind. It's 20.1 miles per hour. I think is the answer to that. Actually, Mac or PC depends. What do you have? I use PCs and Linux and Unix in my day job. And so in my content creation, I like to be on a Mac because it makes me think different. It makes me put effort into my thought process. And so I like a Mac, and Macs are just easy. I'll give you an example. When my kids were in high school, my oldest kids were in high school, and I gave them Windows laptops, I was constantly having to give them technical support. Things kept breaking. Programs kept blowing up. We kept having to reboot was the answer to things. And then I gave them Macs. And they stopped asking questions because it just made sense and it worked. If you make the hardware and the software, it should work. The closest Microsoft has ever come to making hardware and software is the Surface Pros. And I will say they have their own issues, but they are very solid machines. So, I don't know. Some people use them as content creation machines, and the fact that you can actually touch screen, you can do stuff on the screen, is kind of cool. I keep hoping for the day a Mac will have a touch screen. I know some would say that's an iPad, so you just kind of wait and see. It's go time. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hey, Dagan, how you doing? How's everyone's day? Or everyone's, yeah, it's early for you, so how are you guys doing? Just excited for the news you guys keep sharing about your in vitro fertilization journey. I am just excited for you guys. I just hope, yeah, hey everybody. What are some YouTubers you're most inspired by? So, Roberto Blake. I'm a big fan of Roberto Blake. I like Ed from Film Booth. I like Rob from vidIQ. Lori Petrucci from Livestream Pros. The Think Media guys, especially Omar. I really love Omar. Omar, it's like a fresh take with Omar. I know, yeah, so there's this other guy over there, a couple other guys, Noah, and this other guy, he keeps doing stuff. But, I like seeing Omar. He's doing some really cool stuff. Because I'm always watching videos about content creation. Nate Black, who used to be on Channel Makers, now he has his own. channel. I love Nate. Nate is really awesome. He breaks things down. He does a lot of kind of study with statistics and everything. So just a lot of stuff there I really like. And how you doing? Woohoo! Yep. All right. Hey y'all, live. Yep, we're live. Yep. Hopefully you are not in harm's way of the hurricane that is coming to the States. We'll see how it's going. Big Red, I have not seen you in quite some time. Welcome, sir. Welcome. I like Phil Moore. Yeah, I have played with Phil Moore. There was something it did that made me crazy. I think it nagged me about trying to sell me more. And so I didn't like that. I just made me sad. I don't like things that high pressure me. Should I tell something big that's coming up for all your viewers? Yes, Sammy, you're welcome to announce something cool. Hopefully you got an amazing video getting ready to come out, because I mean, I've seen some things out there. What FCP plugs are worth buying? That is a good question. I have been using Motion VFX's plugins. I have been very pleased with them. I've used Boris and another one, and they did bad things, and they had not updated them for M1 or M2 processors, and so I'd get weird error messages. And so when I rebuilt my Mac, I didn't install those guys. Those guys were gone. But Motion VFX has been great, and they do updates. So, like, for example, one of their plugins was Intel, and they have updated to an M1 now. So that's great. It works really well. I like some of their plugins that do help me out with vertical videos. So, sometimes I'll trust Opus Pro to help me edit a video down and make it, do stuff with it. But I also like just doing videos inside Final Cut Pro, and between Ecamm Live, which is my favorite streaming software, and Final Cut Pro, and using the plugins I got from Motion VFX, I think I do really well. Admittedly, I don't get a lot of play on my shorts, but I'm trying to keep my focus on my content creation, and so that's it. I also remember IVD. Yeah, I actually carried that program around for a while because I have like an LG external DVD drive, USB, and I'd plug it in my Mac so I could watch movies or burn DVDs, and now that's a thing of the past. Nobody does that anymore. Is it better to do shorts first before doing full lives to talk up your show? I go on Instagram and I will do, I have done some lives on Instagram. I have done lives on Facebook. I use both those platforms. I will say that in September, when YouTube makes the change, so by the way, if you do shorts, you already probably know you can't do any hyperlinks in your shorts anymore. But in September, and I don't know the exact date, and some people may already have this feature, but September is when it's supposed to come out. You're going to be able to put blah, blah, blah. I'm trying a new language. You're able to put live links to your long form videos. So my thought process is to create a short, just like you're saying, that's a promo for my live stream or for a long form video that I'm about to release. So it's kind of like a preview or a commercial for what's getting ready to happen on my channel. So the answer is yes, it's coming, that you will be able to do that, and I do recommend doing that. Right now, shorts are kind of a crazy bag. I could release a short, but since I can't put any hyperlinks and say, go look at my channel and hit my long form video or hit my live stream, and I don't know when the short would show up per se, it's a crapshoot. I don't know what really makes sense there. So no, not yet, but soon. ITVT, yep. Love IVD. It was fun. I loved it. See, I started out with an old, my original MacBook, the solid white one. That was my first Mac that I bought. I had been given a Mac, and also I used the original Macs in college. I don't want to talk about how long ago that was, but it was a while back. I did roll with Photos when Photos was called that back in the day. Yep, iPhotos, yep. Equipment Stu. Hey, Florence, how you doing there? It's John. Always with the math. Yes, I will say, though, I don't do math live. I just liked that little loop because it was like, math is cool. Math is cool. There's nothing we could do without math. It's absolutely true. But doing math live is not cool because I will get it wrong if I do it live. Anna, how you doing tonight? You have been doing a lot with podcasts. I am seeing that. Definitely keep that going. When is your next stream having guests on? So, in September, I can promise you at least 2 Tuesdays I will have guests on. I have been trying to get some guests together, but at the same time, school started back, and my day job is, throwing all kind of cool things at me, and so I have been buried. And then also, we're in the middle of a remodeling project. So the crazy thing is that I think I mentioned it last week, but we had called somebody back in January, and they couldn't show up till now. So they finally showed up last week, and they did the major stuff that we were not skilled to do. And then we did painting, and then we wanted to do flooring. And then I had a friend of mine say, hey, I know these guys. They're really amazing. They're reasonable, and somehow they're always available. And so I called them up, and these guys came and did the floor in my bathroom and my closet in 2.5 hours. I am so amazed, and it looked amazing. It would have taken me 3-4 days to do the same thing, and it was so reasonably priced. I'm like, guys, I'm going to save up some money for a bigger project and call you guys back. Oh, yeah, just call us. So they were amazing. But I do have some guests coming. I have a guest coming. I haven't asked him yet, but I'm pretty sure he'll say yes. It just released a book. So we want to talk about his book because it's a content creator topic. So we're going to love that. Related video links started rolling out and should be there within a week. Yes, awesome. That's what I'm hoping for. It's desktop only for now. So I need to go look into that. Yep. Thank you for the current. Yep, definitely keep it going. Should content creation be a class offered in STEM programs? I would say yes. So I think presentation skills are vital in this day and age, and I think video is so important to everything we're doing. Think about when think about when Facebook didn't have video. YouTube had a monopoly on video, and then Facebook kept saying, we're going to do stuff with video, and it took them forever to realize video was going to be important. And then things like Instagram said, oh, we're going to make everybody do videos. And of course, that ruined Instagram because people like doing carousels and that type of thing. So luckily, Instagram's getting back to some level of sanity. But then you got TikTok, and then you had Vines before that, and Periscope, which were amazing platforms. I do think that it's definitely the age of video for everybody, and that I think definitely video production skills and presentation skills tied to that together should be done. I think that would be great. So, sorry, I must watch the replay. Fine, Philip, fine. It's okay, but you have to leave a comment when you watch the replay. So when you get to this part, Philip, I expect you to leave a comment and say, yep, I made it this far. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Fishstick. Hey, Sammy. Yeah. Hey, Philip. The short and podcast count as watch hours for your YouTube channel. Podcast, yes. Shorts, no. So shorts are still their own watch time category. So they do not count toward your watch time at all. But assuming that your podcast is a long form video, then yes, the answer is yes. It does count toward your views. So podcasts are good. Shorts are not good for view time unless you are amazing at doing viral content and you can get those 10 million views. Then there you go. Good times. But that is a challenge. That is definitely a challenge. So Claire saying hi to Marcus. Hi to Philip. Yeah. All right. So now I'm going to throw my own questions out there. So the cool thing about ChatGPT, I said, you know what? Create me a web page with some JavaScript and ask me 20 random questions. And so what it do? It did that. So it says, what's one thing you're really excited about now? So, wow, it's so many things right now. Actually, I'm excited about school starting back, so I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually doing a lot of videos for my students. So that's eating into my video creation time for my YouTube channel. I got to give that priority. And then also doing some remodeling of the house has been exciting because we needed our bathroom fixed for a long time, and just having to wait for somebody to finally show up that had the skills to do what we couldn't has been nerve-wracking. And they showed up, and now it's fixed, and we were literally like, okay, I've been saving up this money, come fix, good stuff. Let's see, What is your favorite thing about live streaming? Oh man, it's you guys that show up. I love you guys when you guys show up. It's just so amazing. I love chatting with you guys. I love talking to you guys, and I love sharing with you guys. My hope always is that I'm going to present something that is useful, that helps you get 1% better. That I present something that maybe you forgot about, or something that you didn't know. Those are just cool things that I love about going live. Well, we've already done that question, so give me another one. What's one thing you're really proud of when it comes to your live streams? So, I'm definitely proud of the times when I do a live stream and somebody watches it and leaves a comment, watches on replay, and they leave a comment and say, "Hey, that was really helpful. Can you do a video about this?" Or "That was really helpful. Thank you for explaining that concept to me." That's true of email, recorded videos as well. When somebody makes a comment like that, says, "Oh man, that was so helpful. That's exactly what I needed." Those are gold to me. They're better than 10,000 subscribers. They're better than YouTube monetization. It means that I'm accomplishing what my true goal is, which is to make content that is useful to people. And so if you just help one person, then you'll move forward. I'm very much a believer that content creators should help other content creators. I was having a conversation with somebody today. Hey man, we got to support each other, whatever it takes, to get to that next level together. And so I get excited. What is your favorite thing to do to promote live streams? So I kind of talked about that earlier, thanks to Big Red, his question. But I go on Instagram and I will either do a story, or I've done lives. Those are kind of awkward because I have trouble knowing how to end lives on Instagram. I don't know why. I've always had trouble ending live streams. Luckily, showing like the outro helps. But, LinkedIn, until I get it where I can connect to Ecamm Live, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm done now. And so, so that, and then I sometimes if I'm smart, I'll do community posts ahead of time to let people know. I will post links in formerly known as Twitter. I heard that today on the radio. Instead of calling it X, they said the social network formerly known as Twitter, like the artist formerly known as Prince. So that was kind of crazy to me. But anyway, so I post out there as well. And that's just my process. I also go on my Facebook page. So I do have a Tech Trollmaker Facebook page. It doesn't get a lot of love because YouTube is the place to be. Yeah. So this is what I do. What is one thing you're still working on when it comes to your live streams? Not talking too fast. Also, trying to make sure I look at the camera. That's a challenge sometimes. I've worked through that. I think I'm pretty good now. But, because that's the whole thing there. Not saying ums or so. So is one of my words. I like to say so. So, next, and so, and so on and so forth. But I feel like I got the gear dialed in. I do want to change things up some. I've got some other stuff I want to do. There's big plans. I am actually getting ready to do a studio move probably this weekend. So in the States, it is a holiday called Labor Day on Monday, and I'm off work on Friday. I took Friday off, and my wife and I are going to rearrange and move our office to a new, bigger room in our house. And so expect changes to my studio setup, as either I break everything in the process of moving it, or I just don't have my act together as I move everything. So that'll be fun. So what is your favorite thing to do to connect with your fans? Well, I don't really have any fans, but I do have you guys. I have friends. That's a weird question. I don't remember where that question came from. But, I like to shout out to you guys by name. I like to show your comments on the screen. That's my favorite thing to do to connect with you guys. And then, when you guys ask questions, I want to give you the best answer possible. I do so much research. It's crazy. The problem is I'm really good at research. I'm lousy at applying the things I learn in, I struggle with that. I'm listening to a podcast about that, how it is we learn things, but yet we fail to apply them. And so did we really learn them? Is that deep or what? I don't know. Let's see. That GPT, that is super cool. Chat GPT is too powerful. Yes, it is. Hey Dave, how you doing? All right, Instagram live streams are always so real, really awkward. I know, it's such a challenge. Hey Gretchen, how you doing? Welcome. Hey Florence, say hey to Gretchen. Yep. Hey Equip Institute. So yeah, it's always such a challenge. Let's see. Next question. Let's see. What is one thing you would change about live streaming if you could? So, often I do wish there was an easier way to interact with the community, while a live stream is happening. I'm just thinking. I also wish that YouTube would kind of make tools available to do more than just ask a quiz, ask a survey question. I think tonight, for example, I was like, hey, it'd be nice if I could randomly present things on screen. I don't know. YouTube, you know what? Maybe I need YouTube just keep doing what they're doing because they're doing a great job. There's change happening. So many things are changing on YouTube. And so hopefully you guys are paying attention and you're hanging on and you're seeing that YouTube seems to be realizing, oh, yeah, this, we need to kind of segment out shorts a little bit, but at the same time, we got to remember all these creators, these, our small channels are getting hurt by shorts. They really are. If you're not a viral content maker and you're making shorts, that's with so much focus there. The other part is often people say, well, people look at my long form videos if they look at my shorts, and that's not really, that conversion is not happening a lot, and YouTube is working to try to fix that. So the other thing that's happening is big is that more and more people are watching YouTube on their televisions. So you got to make sure that you create I haven't done it yet, but that your header, your banner on your YouTube channel should take advantage of the fact that, hey, you need to optimize it for mobile and then desktop and then for big screen TV. You need to do that to get ready. The dimensions are out there. I have done a show about the dimensions on the banners. I do have a template on Canva. I would gladly share with anybody that shows you what to do. My current banner does, but I got to make some changes to it. I'm always nervous about changing that thing out. But yeah, so because I can't find my original banner. So what did I do with it? So I did it in a different program than Canva. So yeah, that's a challenge. I know I'm talking too much. Yeah. What is one thing? Oh, we already did that question. It is random. What's one thing you hope to achieve in your live streams in the future? Well, I've been so busy that I haven't been able to get guests on. It takes a lot of work to book guests. All the conversing back and forth and finding the date that works for everybody. And I do have some meetups planned in the future. I am still trying to get a gamer meetup to happen. It is crazy how hard it is to get 3 gamers on camera at the same time. You would think that would be an easy thing, but it's a goal of mine because I want to get some gaming content creators on here to just do an episode dedicated to what is involved in being a gamer and being a content creator. And so looking forward to that. But definitely enjoy my shows with guests because I think those are much more interesting than just me. I like having somebody way smarter than me in the room. Because as they say, if you're the smartest person in the room, you are in the wrong room, and I totally agree with that. I love learning from other people, shared experiences. I think you guys really enjoy that as well. So definitely want to get some more creators on. Good times. All right. All right. Did that question? Wow. There's 20 questions in here. What's your favorite thing to do to keep live streams engaging? Well, take me off the screen and show comments from you guys is my favorite thing to keep it engaging. So let's see what else is out there. Let's see. I am reworking my channel, so I will do that soon. Oh, cool. Is it wise to tie yourself to a larger creator, or is it better to blaze your own and find your own niche? So you really need to find your own niche. There's already a Mr. Beast. We don't need 2 Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is okay with you copying some of his stuff as long as you make it your own and you make it better. So if that's really what you want to be another Mr. Beast, or as they jokingly call it, the beastification of YouTube. That's the way to go. You know, Eric and that type of things. Ryan, Trahan, yeah, does the Penny. I like those guys. They do some original stuff, but then after a while, it kind of feels like, hey, I've seen this before. You know, it's the same thing over and over again. And so I think creativity, find your voice, find a niche. Unfortunately, that whole niche down thing is so hard because I am interested in so many things. You know, and when my views start dropping and I'm like, oh man, I used to do these videos and people watch those, but those don't have anything to do with content creation. And the topic I want to do right now is about content creation and getting better at it, 1% better every time you go live. And so, yeah, find your niche. I've got some videos on the channel if you're interested in ways to find what your niche are. I can give the advice. It's scientifically backed. I am just not very good at following that advice because I'm interested in so many things. Is it better? Is it better? They just can't stop playing. Is it cool to kind? Is it cool to be kind? Is that the question? I think it's always cool to be kind. I recommend being kind over everything. Being kind to others. I'm assuming that's the question. We'll see. John, tell me what the question is. We'll make it even better. So, but it's always cool to be kind. Yeah. What's everybody else think? Let's see if I can actually get a random question that I haven't done already. I'm going to give up on the random question generator because it's just not working. So here we go. I got a piece of paper here, and it says, if you could be any superhero, what would it be? Okay, nope, that's the wrong set of questions. Spider-Man's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't think I want to be Spider-Man. You know what? I don't want to be a superhero. I just want to be me. What is your favorite thing about being a content creator? That's a fun question. I wish I had that shown on the screen, but what is my favorite thing about being a content? My favorite thing about content creation is going live every Tuesday night. That is my favorite thing. I also, I mentioned earlier when people make comments and say that video was really helpful, that's the cat's pajamas and other fancy stuff. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, let's see. Another question. What's one thing you've learned from live streaming? I'm going to tell you that live streaming has helped me so much. Live streaming has helped me because I've had some opportunities to speak live in front of a live audience. And, it's different than teaching in school. But to be able to have confidence when I'm in front of a group of people and talk is probably the biggest gift that live streaming has given me. I just love that about what live streaming has done for me. So that's probably the biggest win that I've gotten because I am not naturally a confident person and I'm an introvert by nature, but now I've decided I'm an ambivert. I am an introvert with extroverted tendencies. And so, yeah, that's the biggest thing that live streaming has done for me. What's your favorite thing to do when you're not creating content? I don't know. I'm obsessed with content creation. So I wake up with ideas for videos in my head. I will wake up and think, oh man, I got to go do this to optimize that video. Oh, what should I do for that thumbnail? What should my next topic be? I am always thinking about that stuff. It's probably not healthy, but I love that stuff. I just love creating content. So let's see. Let's find one more question. And then I'll go back to everybody's out there. What is the one thing you wish more people knew about live streaming? That you can do it from any device. We talked about that previous episode. I talked about, just taking the bare essentials, take your cell phone and hit that go live button on YouTube. or that go live button on LinkedIn. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. Well, yeah, you can do it on LinkedIn too, or Instagram, or Twitter. I'm sorry, formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, it's not hard to go live, and we all have a voice. We all have things to say. Hopefully, we're saying kind things. Hopefully, we're saying useful things. Hopefully, we're teaching something. Hopefully, we're paying it forward with what we're doing. That's, the world has enough hate in it. It doesn't need anymore. It just doesn't. It doesn't. We need to be loving each other and say cool things. And so that's my fun stuff there. Let's see. Absolutely cool to be kind. Yes. What's one of the biggest mistakes made on a live stream, and how did you fix that issue? Well, let's see. I've had audio issues a lot, and luckily, so if anybody out here has a Streamer X like I do, so I was excited about the Streamer X because I had decided that I was tired of a USB microphone. I'd had some issues with sound, weird things happening. My streaming software would say, "Hey, you got this mic," and it would change when I changed scenes. It was probably I think it was all my fault. It wasn't my streaming software. But I said, I'm going to go XLR. And so I was thinking about what to do, and I thought about the Rodecaster Duo, with just a little small Rodecaster Pro 2, the Duo. So I thought, well, that's kind of cool. And then the Streamer X came out, and I had been thinking about getting a second capture card because I wanted to be able to bring in another computer in while I was doing a live stream. And so I would do the cam link on the other computer, and then the Streamer X has pass-through. But I've been having an issue with it where it would just say, you know what, I'm going to turn your mic off. Yeah, I'm just not going to pay attention to your mic at all, or I'm not going to pay attention to your camera. And I reached out to the Rode, and they said, well, okay. So, and they, of course, asked me, are you using the original cable? Yes. Or, I had done a reset on the device and a bunch of other stuff. Today they came out with brand new firmware. So crazy people always load the latest firmware right before a show goes live. But so far, so good. I did have to reboot my computer because it did not pick up right away. It was still kind of acting like before. But after the reboot, it's been behaving great. I haven't had any issues. So hopefully Streamer X Rode has fixed that issue. So if you had that, that's, kind of where that was at. So, yeah. But so yeah, audio is a thing, because audio, like we've talked about on here before, bad video you can get away with, but bad audio you just can't. I had a show with Alec from Take One Tech, and I felt horrible because his audio, I did not know it at the time while we're live, was feeding back into the Streamer X and causing it to echo like a time delay because it was coming through on my audio. I didn't know that. So luckily, because the Ecamm Live splits out all the tracks and the videos into different tracks for you, I was able to isolate that track out. And so I re-released the video, and I went and did some edits. I made it shorter and re-released it. So I felt good about that. I was able to save that video because it was a great interview with Alec. But he's got a book coming out, by the way. Also, cool stuff going on. A lot of creators are doing books right now. So, by the way, obviously we're all supposed to be writing books. So if you haven't written your book yet, it's time. So that was cool. I've joked about this one before. One night, Bluetooth went out on my Mac, and I couldn't do my mouse or keyboard. So while I'm live, I'm grabbing a USB mouse and plugging it in and turning Bluetooth off and turning it back on. And luckily that did the magic trick, and I was back live again and able to control things. But I was like, I don't know how I'm going to end this stream because I lost access to the keyboard and mouse. So that was a fun time. I've just, things happen. And the key thing is live is live. You just do it, keep doing it, just keep going live and just keep doing it. And, when things go wrong, it's live. It's life. It's live. Things happen. So, that's it. So different than teaching, but the techniques we bring from teaching and the live stream are so valuable. I would also say that my live streaming and my YouTube content creation help my videos that I do for my students, for my classes. I prefer teaching in person, but all my classes this semester are online. And so I use what I've learned from this to help that. Before, it was just me reading a PowerPoint presentation and then trying to make up for that by doing like live sessions with students and talking about stuff and Zoom meetings and talking about stuff. They try to make up for the fact that a PowerPoint presentation is just death by PowerPoint and it's not good. So now I don't do death by PowerPoint if I can avoid it. Sometimes you do have to just explain a concept and okay, but I like to demo things. I like to show you how to do things and watch this and zoom in on the content so it's easy to see on the screen. I'm now also doing captions on my videos because I have students that need me to do things for accessibility, and so that is very rewarding. I do like that stuff. So, Mark James, hey, how you doing? I've seen you out there before. Welcome back. I published a book that's just lined paper. Does that count? It does. Your book is selling on Amazon, right? So, good times. Going live. Yeah. Love going live. Yes. I would say going live is life. Just like football is life, going live is life. Yes. So, these are amazing things. Let's see. We'll grab a couple more questions from my list of questions. Nope. Since it all messed up, I have to go to paper. I'm going analog here, y'all. Let's see. What's one thing you would say to someone who is thinking about starting their own live stream? I think we talked about this earlier, but just hit that go live button on your phone. Just do it. What is your favorite thing about YouTube? My favorite thing about YouTube is that, for the most part, anybody can upload videos to YouTube. It's free. We don't pay anything other than selling our digital souls to Google for YouTube. YouTube is free. I can put videos out there. Before I started doing YouTube live streams, I would do tutorials for my students. And back before it wasn't any place to store videos at my own with the computers on campus, I would put it on YouTube and say, hey, go look at this, guys. Because if I had to explain something more than once, you should make a video about it and explain it that way. And so, anybody can store videos. I often get video services reach out. Hey, we want to sell you a service where you can store your videos. I'm like, why do I need this service to store my videos? I got YouTube. I can store my videos on YouTube because, hey, just put them out there. So that's one of the greatest things about YouTube is that anybody that has a camera and a microphone can post videos on YouTube and express their thoughts or their creativity and be there. And then if we're lucky, the algorithm finds us and sends our videos out to people to watch. And so that is the magic of YouTube to me. Plus the fact that I can go do a search. I'm trying to fix something. I can do a search on YouTube and find 50 videos about a topic. And then I can watch those videos enough to figure out, do I have the skills to do this? Like, for example, I've been watching multiple videos on how to install a shower door. I'm still not positive I have the confidence to do it, but I'm probably going to try. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, that'll be an adventure. So, all right. Well, that's it. That's our show for tonight. I'm supposed to do those call to action thingies. Let's see. First of all, here's the shameless self-promotion department, I think. I now have a shop. Can you believe that? Anybody can have a shop, obviously. And my favorite things, this is, I need to wear my shirt. This is my created to be a content creator shirt. This is my favorite item right now. And so I just have cool stuff on my shop.techtroublemaker.com. So if you want to buy stuff, anything made off of this, and I don't make much, goes right back in this channel. I'm not expecting YouTube to ever make me rich, but I do want to buy more gear and keep doing stuff. And so if you're interested, hey, there it is. I'm sorry. I'm over the shameless promotion. Let's see. The next thing I'm supposed to ask you is, subscribe. Hey, if you are not a subscriber to this channel already, why? Why not? Are you into content creation? I love talking about content creation. I want to help. You got a question? Put it in the comments. I will probably do a video about it. You'll be surprised. And so, questions about content creation, did you think make a good video? Let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to do a video about it. And so, let me know. And last but not least, this is the outro. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a good time, good week. And let's see, I always get this wrong. YouTube is going to tell you a video you should watch next. That's from mine. Go watch that one. It's probably awesome. YouTube said it was, so therefore it has to be. Night.